got a full scholarship. Oh. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy. A couple of days ago, I made a college decision reaction video and I got a lot of requests to, drop the juicy tea. The stats, my extracurriculars, all that kind of jazz. That got me a full ride to Vanderbilt. I got the Cornelius Vanderbilt Scholarship, which has like a less than 1% acceptance rate. And I also got into Emory and a couple different honors colleges. This is not the only way to go about doing these kinds of things. This is just the way I did it. And so I'm gonna share that in case there's anybody who's shooting for really competitive schools or competitive scholarships and wants some kind of benchmark. So let's get right on into it. So let's start off with my stats and let's knock out my standardized testing scores first. I took the SAT one time at the beginning of my junior year and I missed 2 questions. I got a 790 on the math portion and a 790 on the reading writing portion for a total score of 1580. And I got a 22 out of 24 on the essay portion of the SAT. For the ACT, I took it one time at the end of my junior year and I got a 35. So for the individual subcategories, I got a 36 on the English portion, a 32 on the math portion, a 35 on the writing portion, and a 35 on the science portion. And I did not take the ACT essay. For my SAT subject test, I took 3. I took Math 2, Chem, and English. On the Math 2 test, I got an 800. On the Chem test, I got a 760. And on the English test, I got a 770. I also took the PSAT at the beginning of my junior year, and I don't remember my actual score, but I do know that I got a 221 on the index, and that score qualified me for a national merit semifinalist, and I later became a merit finalist. Let's go into my classes and my grades. For my GPA, at the time of applying, I had a 3.98 unweighted GPA, and my school doesn't have weighted GPA, so I don't have one of those to share with you. But basically, I got 1B in my high school experience. My high school doesn't have IB, so I'm taking exclusively AP and regular and dual enrollment classes. For AP classes, by the time I graduate, I will have taken 13. I have AP score reactions for all the scores that have already come out on my channel if you guys want to watch them, but I will also mention them later. So freshman year, I went to a junior high and we didn't really have any AP classes available to us. So I took Advanced Biology, Advanced English, Advanced World History, Spanish 1, Wind Symphony, which was like the top band at my junior high, and career prep. I went a little bit crazy in math for freshman year. I took both geometry and algebra 2 with trig. And then over the summer, I took pre-calculus online in a week. Sophomore year, I moved to a new school. I took 3 APs. I took AP Calc AB, AP Psych, and AP World. I got a 5 on the AP Calc test, a 5 on the AP Psych test, and a 4 on the AP World test. For my regular classes, I took Spanish 3. I took regular Chem, Health, Sophomore Composition, which was my school's English class for sophomores, and then Video Game Simulation and Design. The first semester of AP Calc AB, that was my high school B. Moving on to junior year, I took 5 APs junior year. I took AP Chem, AP Physics C, the mechanics portion, AP Lang, and APUSH. And then for my math class, I took Advanced Calc, which was basically all the content of AP Calc BC first semester and then multivariable calculus second semester, and I took the AP Calc BC test in the spring. So for my AP scores in those classes, in Calc BC I got a 5, in AP Chem I got a 4, AP Physics C I got a 5, AP Lang I got a 5, and APUSH I also got a 5. For my regular classes, I took Spanish 4, Composing Music with Tech 1, and Drawing and Painting 2. Senior year this year, I am also taking 5 APs. I am currently taking AP Gov, AP Physics 2, AP Lit, AP Macroeconomics, and AP Microeconomics. And I don't have any test scores for those yet, but wait for them to come out, the Corona version of the AP tests. And then for my math classes, first semester I took linear algebra, and second semester I am taking differential equations. And I did this through like a dual high school enrollment program. Basically, I go to a different high school that offers these courses in the morning, and then I go back to the high school that I attend for the rest of my classes. So now for my regular classes, first semester I had an open period, which was the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I would have literally died without it. Second semester, I filled my open period with Composing Music with Tech 2, and I'm also in the chamber orchestra program at my high school. So far, senior year, I have also gotten A's in all my classes. Now onto the extracurriculars. I did a lot of different things in high school, which I don't know is the thing that I would necessarily recommend, but it worked out well for me because I genuinely enjoyed basically everything that I did. Probably the biggest extracurricular that I had on my college app was that I was part of a civil engineering team. We competed in a couple different competitions of project ideation, and we focused on ways to apply RFID technology to civil engineering. So we entered this competition. It's called the ATSSA XTRB Traffic Control Device Challenge, which is open to like high school to grad students. The engineering challenge that year was finding ways to increase pedestrian and bicyclist safety. We created a traffic control device idea and had to write out a project plan and send that into the competition. Out of the pool of submitted ideas, they chose 8 plans. Ours was one of the ones that was chosen. And so we flew into DC, presented our idea to industry professionals, and had to do a poster presentation. And we placed 3rd, which was really cool because I think we were the first high school team to win ever. And we won against grad students again, which is pretty cool. And then the second thing we did was we submitted an abstract and poster to the 2019 Automated Vehicle Symposium and got accepted, which is really cool. We were also the first high school team to do that. So I have videos of both of these experiences up on my channel if you guys want to go check them out. Musically, I played violin since I was 9, and I've never competed in any like really big competitions, but I did attend All-State, qualified for my school's top orchestra, and I played in the top groups of a couple different youth symphonies and played in some community symphonies and volunteered once or twice. So I put that on my app. And then I also mentioned that I played oboe. I quit in 10th grade, but I did play in 9th grade. I was first chair in all districts, and I was first alternate for All-State. So for sports, I ran cross country and track my sophomore, junior, and senior year, which is a pretty big time commitment, but it was so much fun. And then for clubs and leadership, I participated in Science Olympiad. Freshman year, I competed in Division B and got 5 state medals, and I attended nationals twice, once as an 8th grader and once as a 9th grader. And then I moved to a different school for 10th and 12th grade, and I tried my darnest to start some kind of Science Olympiad program here, and I was president of what we managed to start up. I was also VP of my school's Knowledge Bowl club junior year and secretary senior year. I qualified for state my junior year. I'm also VP of my school's National Honor Society chapter, and I dabbled in HOSA junior year and placed 7th at state in the behavioral health test. And then of course I mentioned the fact that I have a YouTube channel. So for essay topics, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this just because I'm planning on making a completely separate video where I share my Common App essay, my supplemental essays, and my scholarship essays. So if you guys want to see a video where I read through all of those and also give tips and advice on how to write your own, stay tuned. But I will share the topics. So for my Common App essay, this is pretty funny. The first time that I ever flew alone, my plane was redirected because of a snowstorm. All the flights were canceled, and I was too young to book a hotel. So basically I was trapped overnight at an airport, and I wrote about that experience, and then I also connected it to the way I felt when I was moving. For my extracurricular essay for Vanderbilt, I wrote about Science Olympiad, and for my scholarship essay, I wrote about my engineering experience. So that's that. I also wouldn't mind making a separate video for the supplemental essays that got me into Emory, because those essays were pretty fun. And so yeah, that's it. That is all the stats and extracurriculars that I did during my high school experience. And for a little bit of advice, just like looking back, my recommendation would really just be do things that you enjoy and do things that you love and do things that are really fun to you. And that goes for both the extracurriculars that you decide to dedicate your time to and also the classes that you decide to take. Because the more that you enjoy something, the more motivated you will be to do your best at it. And at the end of the day, regardless of where you go to college, you will have, hopefully you will have accomplishments and skills in areas that you enjoy, that you can be proud of, that you can really take anywhere you go. So if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. I hope it was helpful. If you guys want to see what's left of my high school journey and also follow me through college or see the essay video that I have planned, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'm also planning a how I got a 1580 on the SAT video, so that should be coming up shortly as well. And I also wish you guys the best of luck during your college application journey. I know that both high school and applying to college is super duper stressful, so I wish you guys the best of luck and the most happiness possible during the stressful times. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye!
information on what is allowed is available from the airlines or from any of our TSA officers. Thank you for flying PDX.
I have so much homework, but I can't do it because I can't make myself.